Chapter 1 Sean Parker, Facebook, Master of Disruption. The evolution of the Internet, from unfettered hacker toy to unlimited wealth machine, comes embodied in one Sean Parker. As the teenage co-founder of Napster, the music piracy site that nearly crippled the recording industry, he gained notoriety even as he flirted with bankruptcy and jail. As the 20-something president of Facebook, entrusted with giving Mark Zuckerberg some adult supervision, he cemented his digital bad boy reputation, even as he made himself a few $1 billion. But when Stephen Bertoni tried to track down the mercurial Parker in 2011, he found proof of the adage about wealth's ability to buy happiness. Parker, recovering from surgery and a freshly branded villain of the tech world, courtesy of David Fincher's movie The Social Network, devolved into a hermit, holing up in the Peninsula Hotel in Los Angeles for 2 months, a digital Howard Hughes. When he emerged, he invited Bertoni for what was supposed to be a relatively brief sit-down in his new $20 million townhouse in New York's Greenwich Village. That meeting turned into a meticulously chosen sushi dinner, and after 2 bottles of expensive sake, a trip to the West Coast via rented Gulfstream, where Parker pinballed around various interests. His passion at the time? Airtime, a video sharing service that he zealously kept under wraps and eventually flopped. No big deal. This is a guy adept at identifying problems and at peace if not every solution works out. He also backed Spotify, a legal reincarnation of Napster. By 2014, it was valued at more than $4 billion. Pointed toward his 18-acre compound in Marin County, Sean Parker ripped through the night fog on the Golden Gate Bridge in a stealthy Audi S6 that masks a Lamborghini engine, one pale hand on the wheel, the other toggling through thousands of songs uploaded on the car's sound system. Facebook's former president had endured a typically busy day. Over the last 10 hours, he'd interviewed 2 potential VPs for his new video startup, answered hours' worth of emails about the music platform he was backing, Spotify, and met with a potential CEO for his Facebook charity app, Causes. He had also booked bands and wrangled vendors for his engagement party, scheduled in New Jersey the same night Hurricane Irene hammered the Northeast. With Lenny Kravitz grounded in North Carolina, he eventually subbed in the Cold War Kids. Later, he broke from work to dine with Jack Dorsey, the chief of Facebook rival Twitter and payment service Square. After dinner, at the restaurant bar, he interviewed another potential boss for Causes. By the time he dropped me off at my hotel, it was 11:30 p.m. Parker's day was about half done. For the next 6 hours, Parker fired off emails, then turned to his private Facebook page. The previous afternoon, or earlier the same day if you're on Parker's body clock, the world had learned that Steve Jobs resigned from Apple. Around 6 a.m., Parker posted this Schopenhauer quote: "We can come to look upon the deaths of our enemies with as much regret as we feel for those of our friends, namely, when we miss their existence as witnesses to our success." It immediately leaked. Gossip site Gawker accused him of dancing on Jobs' grave. He emailed Gawker that the quote was a tribute to Jobs, his longtime idol and more recent rival, iTunes versus Spotify. Just before 7 a.m., he went to bed. 4 hours later, he was up, ready to do it all again. Flighty, manic, and unpredictable, Parker grates on investors. He's been jettisoned from 3 companies he helped create, soon after they lifted off. He's seen as an unknown quantity, and VCs love for things to be very much in control, said Facebook co-founder Dustin Moskowitz. But VCs also love big ideas, and Parker has those in spades. LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman calls him a big-ass visionary. And in terms of boardroom scheming, he's nothing like his fictional portrayal in The Social Network. "The movie needed an antagonist, but that's not what he was," said former Facebook growth chief Chamath Palihapitiya. "He's really the exact opposite of his portrayal in the film." Boiled down, Sean Parker is a human accelerant, an idea catalyst who, when combined with the right people, has fueled some of the most disruptive companies of the last 2 decades. At just 19, he blew up the record industry as the co-founder of the music-sharing site Napster. 2 years later, his address book service, Plaxo, demonstrated the potency of digital propagation, something he took a step further as the 24-year-old president of Facebook, helping the social network become the most important internet company since, well, maybe ever. Yes, all 3 companies eventually bounced him, but not before, by 31, he tucked away enough equity to boast a fortune of more than $2 billion.